Today, Kevin and I are going to be eating a meal from LawLers Barbecue. Courtney ordered these for us from Goldbelly, but they're actually, LawLers is really well known in the Huntsville, Alabama area. So what we have here, we have a full meal. This is the pork in sauce, it says, and it's just a bag of pork. And
you put it with?
you put it with the Brunswick Stew base. So the meat goes in the stew. And then we have some of their macaroni and cheese, their barbecue beans, we have potato salad, and vinegar slaw. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get this stew base, and we're going to put that with the meat in this pot and heat it up on the stove.
And when you get this, it comes in frozen, and you put it in the refrigerator to thaw. Ours is not 100% thawed, but it'll get there.
It feels pretty thawed to me.
Yeah, but it'll get 100% once it's in the pan and heat it up. It smells like vegetable soup, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. It looks like vegetable soup, except it has pieces of okra in there. I saw that through the bag. Okay, so there is your stew, and then this is your pork, and we're going to go ahead and add our pork to this as well, and we're going to heat it up all at the same time, just like you would a vegetable soup. And it doesn't look like there's any sauce in that pork. It looks like it's just pork.
It's pulled pork.
Yeah, so you could hear the crunch from the little ice. But that's fine. It'll heat up just fine. So we're going to put that on the stove. And then we're going to take these whole bags. And you don't open them or anything. We have a pot of water. It's just ready for these to go in. And we want to boil these, right, Kevin?
Yep, 12 to 15 minutes.
12 to 15 minutes in this water. So we're going to set a timer for that. So while our water is boiling and our stew is heating up, the potato salad and the vinegar slaw just go in bowls, whatever bowls you want to put these in. Now we have the vinegar slaw. This does not look like any slaw I've ever had. It almost looks like rice or something in there in that bag.
Very ground up.
Yes.
Or chopped up, I should say.
Yes. It looks like it's been through a food processor or something. And I've never had slaw like this before. I've been boiling the macaroni and cheese and the beans, and I'm going to attempt to take these out of here. But it's good that we show this on camera because this is what you would have to do at your house. And so the tongs worked, getting them out of there. You do need it. You want something probably to set this on. And the label will start to peel off. So just know that. So this bag's going to be hot. I'm wearing a glove. I'm going to cut this.
I'm gonna hold it just so it won't fall over.
So it won't fall over, and then I'm gonna dump it into...
I think the plastic's okay if you touched it, but...
So now we have our barbecue beans, and I'm gonna do the same thing. Try to... Ooh, wow. Did you see that? Did you get that on camera?
I don't know, I was ducking.
Well,
that's why you grab it with the glove.
Okay. Well, don't grab it with tongs. No, I think this is good to show on camera because people need to know. Don't grab it with tongs. I thought tongs was a good idea. This is how the stew looks once you heat it up, and you see all that meat just fell apart in there, and it did not take long to heat up at all.
About the same amount of time as the sides.
Yes, so this is how that looks. And you can see lots of potato. You see some tomato, some okra, some beans, and probably some onion in there. So now we're going to fix our plates. So I'm going to get some macaroni and cheese. And some of these beans. It looks like there's a big piece of meat in those beans. Yeah, you see there's some
pork or something.
Yeah, there's some meat in there. And I've got some right there, so I'm going to try that. And the potato salad. Love some potato salad. I'm getting a little bit at first, and then once I try it and see what I like the most, then I will get more. This, I'm using a slotted spoon because it has a lot of water. So you just need to know that, that it will be runny. So if you've never heard of LawLers, we had never heard of LawLers Barbecue. They're mainly known in the Alabama area. So it says they have hickory smoked Alabama style barbecue since 1978. They were crowned as the best barbecue in Alabama in 2023 by Alabama Magazine. LawLers Barbecue has come a long way since its humble beginnings in 1978. They were established by the LawLer brothers, Philip and Jerry, with just a pit smoker and a passion for hickory. It has grown into an Alabama barbecue legend, boasting over a dozen outlets in northern Alabama and the Tennessee Valley. So we looked them up, and they're because they said outlets, and we're like, what does that mean? Does that mean
the restaurants?
The restaurants. So, but by that wording, it's like, well, what does that mean exactly?
Yeah, is it inside a store? What, is it trailers? You know,
exactly. Yeah. So it's actually restaurants.
Yeah, they're nicely restaurants.
Yeah, they are. Okay. So
we didn't add any salt and pepper to this, so it tastes just like it is. So
we're going to try the macaroni and cheese first. It is comfort food, never tasted so good. This creamy blend of milk, cheese, and pasta is a family favorite. And this information I'm getting came in
Goldbelly box.
In the Goldbelly box, yes.
It's cooked nicely. It's. I like it that they left it a little firmer, so it's not mushy and squishy. Sometimes these meals they go way too far and they cook it too much. This still has some texture to that.
It yes, it's a little firm, but I do like that. I would rather it have a firm texture than be mushy. I don't want mushy pasta.
No, that's really nice. It reminds me of Velveeta a little bit.
It doesn't have as strong as a cheese flavor as Velveeta, and I think Velveeta has more salt.
Yeah.
But this is nice.
Yeah. I would eat it.
I usually do not order macaroni and cheese when I go out. I'm going to do the uncivilized thing here, and I'm going to turn my plate. Normally, that's a no-no. You don't turn your plate when you eat. You're not supposed to. But anyway. That's what I know.
I'm a rapping,
but I'm going to for this video. So we have the barbecue baked beans. Our barbecue beans are both sweet and smoky. We add a touch of pulled pork to our beans, making this a hearty side dish for any meal. So I make baked beans. I have a recipe on the channel, and we put bacon in ours, and I absolutely love ours. So I'm excited to try this with the pork.
That's some good beans.
Very different from mine, but very delicious.
They're very different, but they're also similar to yours. So they have that kind of, these have more of a barbecue flavor.
I was going to say these taste like barbecue, whereas mine don't. I do not think mine tastes like barbecue.
Did you eat that piece of pork you got in there? It's good. That pork is super good.
Yeah, I love it. I could eat like a whole pan of these.
I could eat just the beans.
I could eat just the beans, yes. I could make a meal of just the beans. And I bet you people do. There's probably people that go in this restaurant and just order those beans.
Yeah, they're excellent.
Okay, let's try the stew just because that's going to be hot and the other stuff's cold.
Okay.
Is there a description of the stew?
There really wasn't. It just basically said, even looking on Goldbelly and everywhere, it said, I wrote down basically what it said.
You wrote smoked meat and vegetables in a tomato base, pulled pork, potatoes, beans, and vegetables. That's
really all it says.
Basically what I told you when I showed you.
And let me just tell you, if you don't like okra, you're probably not going to like this because it has...
Well, I don't...
try to bite without the okra first.
Oh, I'm trying the okra because I don't know anything about it.
I haven't had okra in a long time. I don't want that to skew my view of it. Well, no.
I just don't know anything about okra.
I've had fried okra, but I haven't had...
But fried's going to be different. Anything fried's going to be good.
And the pork really pulled apart in there, like strings almost. Okay. Kind of like a vegetable soup, but it's not quite as tomatoey as yours.
I want a bite of just the okra.
Huh.
I really do.
I got a bite of just the pork. Is that much flavor?
Of course you did. No one doubt that you would take a bite of just the pork.
What do you think of the okra?
I like the okra.
I seem like I remember the okra not having much flavor when I ate it.
Yeah, it honestly, it's taken on the juices, the flavor of that juice.
Yeah,
and it's
got a little greenness to it.
I don't get any greenness. It just, to me, it tastes like the juice. It's just like the juice you would get like a vegetable soup juice.
Yeah.
But it has a little bit of a texture to it. It's not mushy, but it's not crunchy either. It's really nice. I like it quite a bit.
Well, it said on their actual website, not on Goldbelly, on their website, it said that this stew was served seasonal. Mm-hmm. It's between like Memorial Day or Labor Day, Memorial, whatever day it was. I'm assuming when it's cold.
Oh, okay. Oh, I think this is delicious. Like,
it's very good. I don't think it's as strong as yours flavor-wise, but it's good.
I like it enough to where I love the pulled pork. I think it's delicious. I really do. I think that meat adds a lot of flavor. Mm-hmm. However, if they had a vegetarian version, I would eat that just as much. I could eat that too. But yeah, like if they sold it, like if we had made it just without putting the pork in it, I could have eaten it that way too. Because I genuinely like the flavor of the tomato base with the okra and potatoes, and it's really nice.
It has a nice flavor. Everything's cooked really nice too.
It doesn't, you don't need to add any salt or pepper or anything.
No, I mean you could. Hot sauce, whatever you wanted to. Mm-hmm. Crackers, whatever you wanted to, but you don't have to.
Don't need it though.
No, yeah. And it's not hot, so spicy hot. It's not spicy hot at all.
No, I think that it's delicious.
I could definitely see
we keep eating it, yes.
I like it. I mean, I could eat it without the meat, but my thing is why. That I like that meat in there. Mm-hmm. Oh, and I'm worried about the meat being too stringy in there, pulling apart like that. But it's pretty good together. Everything's cooked really, really well too. The potatoes are nice and tender, but you still get the texture of them. The okra's cooked nice. It's not really crunchy or raw. Mm-hmm. Yeah, everything's really nice.
And let me just say,
got a nice seasoning to it.
When I go to a restaurant, I never order soups or stews. No, never.
I know some people like the soup of the day. They always get the soup of the day.
Yes, yes. We watch a channel of someone who loves soup. He loves soup, and everywhere he goes, he orders the soup. Well, if it tastes like this, I mean,
you would order soup.
This is delicious.
It's very
absolutely
good.
Delicious.
So you get that and the thing of baked beans, you'd be good to go, huh?
Yeah, really, truly, I could make a meal of either one. Okay, so now we have.
What do you think, potato salad? Because I don't know how vinegary that slaw is going to be.
Yeah, that slaw it's very different looking. But it smells different too. Mm-hmm. Okay, so the potato salad sits. A classic mayonnaise-based potato salad. This creamy side dish is perfect for any backyard barbecue or picnic lunch. But now you can tell they put mustard in it.
It's got some mustard, but yours got some mustard in it too, but it's not glowing yellow.
I love mustard, so yes, I'm going to put mustard.
You can tell though the mustard base is like yellow.
I love mustard.
That reminds me a lot of yours, honestly.
Oh, really?
It's not quite as good as yours. I like yours better. I'll say it this way. This reminds me of ones I've gotten from Kroger and things like that, the containers.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
This does not remind me.
It doesn't taste like yours, except the mustard and mayonnaise level is kind of the same.
This reminds me of one, and not to insult LawLers at all, because I like the potato salad from Kroger. But that's what it tastes like. It tastes like the potato salad from the Kroger deli.
It's not bad.
They have like 2 different kinds, or they used to years ago. They have
mustard and a mayonnaise.
Yes, and
or Southern style.
Southern style is what one of them's called.
Yeah. And one of them's mustard, I think. It's good. I like it. The potatoes are a little firmer than yours too. Not hard.
You know what though? I do like the texture of that.
I do too.
I like the texture of the potatoes. Mine, I think I put diced egg in mine, and it adds a lot of flavor. But if you like the kind that you get at the grocery store at the delis, you're gonna love this. Yeah. I think there's nothing wrong with it. I think it's delicious.
No, if you order this as your meal, then you'd be good shape.
Yeah. Okay. Now the last thing is the vinegar slaw. Fresh cabbage and vinegar combined to make a crunchy slaw that's both bright and tart. A perfect condiment for pulled pork sandwiches. So they're adding this to sandwiches. So it's basically, they're just saying cabbage and vinegar.
I think there's some sugar in there too.
Oh, really? Okay.
It seems like it.
Oh,
There's definitely no mayonnaise though.
Oh, yeah.
Because we put mayonnaise in yours, don't you?
Oh, yeah, we put mayonnaise.
So when we made our own slaw. We literally get the slaw cut bags at like Walmart or Kroger and put it in a bowl, and we add mayonnaise and a little bit of sugar to it, and it's really, really good. This is really good, but it's just it is very strong vinegar.
I like it though, because it does have a sweetness to it. They didn't mention sugar, but yeah, it has to have some sugar in it.
100%.
I like cabbage though.
I do too. I wonder what the potato salad in that tastes good. It tastes like together with it.
Potato salad and that?
Yeah.
I can see where that would be good on a sandwich. But I actually...
That'd be good on a hot dog.
It would be good on a sausage or something like that. I really do like it a lot more than I thought I would. Because I was afraid... Well, it even looks different because we're used to like strings of cabbage.
Like bigger pieces.
But actually, this is more the size of Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yes, Kentucky Fried Chicken is very finely
It's a little
shredded.
Yes, and they put it in a little cup, a little styrofoam white cup, or that's what they used to put it in. I haven't been in a while. But their Kentucky Fried Chicken is very small, and this is the texture of that. And it honestly, it's easier to eat because it's easier to get up in a spoon.
I can see when you're putting it on a sandwich, it'd be easier to eat too because you're not trying to bite through bigger pieces of cabbage.
Yeah. So I do like that. Honestly, I like everything here.
Yeah, it surprises me that you like the macaroni and cheese because macaroni and cheese is one that Tammy's kind of iffy on. If it's kind of like the cafeteria macaroni and cheese, it's like no.
Well, I wouldn't order it again. So,
but it's good when you got it with the meal.
It's good when I got it again with the meal, but I personally would not order that.
Right. So that's your least favorite thing.
Yes. If usually during these videos we give our most favorite thing and our least favorite thing. I personally would not order the macaroni and cheese, but just to be fair, it's nothing against LawLers. I don't order macaroni and cheese anywhere. Right. I would rather have it at home. Yeah. So this is not, it's just not my kind of macaroni and cheese.
No, it does remind you of Velveeta a little bit.
That is my least favorite thing. And then, what's your least favorite thing? Least.
Hold on.
Well, it's cooled off now.
It doesn't matter. It would be the slaw or the macaroni and cheese. One of those two. Would
be your least?
Yeah.
I really do like the slaw.
I do too, but it's not something I'd want to eat all the time though. And I can eat the macaroni and cheese. I would definitely get the macaroni and cheese again, but the slaw is good. Don't get me wrong. But
see, I would say I would much rather eat the slaw.
Yeah. For me, it's a splitting hairs though, because I think it's all good.
Don't you think this is enough food here to feed like 4 people?
Yeah, the stew was 8 to 10, I think.
Well,
I think. Is it on that piece of paper? Did it say no?
8 to 10, no, that's...
They said 8 to 10.
They say that?
Yeah, it doesn't say.
But listen, I make...
yeah, it doesn't say. I think it's on the website when you go to Goldbelly. I think it said 8 to 10. I think it's more probably 4 to 5. And the sides are, and the sides are probably more 4 to 5.
because we'll eat 2.5 bowls of that in one sitting.
Yeah.
And so for us, for us that would more like feed 4 people.
Yeah, I think 4 would be really safe.
Would be safe. Yeah.
You might be able to eke out a 5th if you had, well, with all the sides and everything.
With the sides and everything, you're
probably
not going to
could
eat
get 5.
as much. Yeah. So what was your very favorite thing?
Probably the beans.
The beans. The
The
beans are
beans
mine.
and the stew would be right there with them.
Yes, the beans, number one. Beans are, and I love my baked beans, but if you find my baked beans on the channel, it's completely different. These are more like barbecue beans, but I do love them.
Yeah.
So beans are number 1, stews number 2, potato salad's number 3. For me, it's going to be coleslaw and then macaroni and cheese.
These two are kind of similar to me, so really they're kind of.
But we both love those beans and stew.
Those beans, I'm telling you, they could put that in a can. I had to go buy it at the store.
It's really
Eat them
good.
up. They're good.
Yeah. You're not going to get beans like that in a can.
And the bowl in the back worked fine. It was still good. It was really good and hot. You could, if you wanted to. You don't have to leave them in the bag. You could cut them open and put them in a pan and heat them up too. But it was just as easy in the bag.
You could.
And you could put everything in one pan.
Okay, now this is the scary part. I'm going to give you prices. Kevin went to the Goldbelly.
I went to the Goldbelly website.
And
this is as of the day we're filming this, so they may change one day.
And let me just say, I think everything on Goldbelly is free shipping, and they say that because everything is pricey, and so they know that you're not going to pay the price plus shipping. So the shipping is included. But let me just say this too: when they do ship things, they do it well.
Yeah.
They really put it in insulated packaging.
Nice boxes, insulated packaging.
Yes.
Ice or dry ice. This was just on ice.
Yes, but they have used dry ice in the past. Different companies. They do a good job.
Yeah. They also ship it really fast, so you get it within a day or two of your ordering.
So the stew alone, just the bag of stew, and that's not with the pork.
I'm assuming it comes with the pork too. I didn't say. I'm assuming it comes with the pork. I don't know.
Let's hope it comes with the pork too. It was $75.95.
Yeah.
The 4 sides, so the beans, the macaroni and cheese, the coleslaw, and the potato salad were $89.95.
Mm-hmm.
So that right there is a total of $165.90. I don't know what kind of fees Courtney paid or anything like that. I can just give you those prices.
Discounts or whatever.
Yeah, I have no idea. I know if you start ordering from Goldbelly, they start giving you discounts, and they do that because they're hoping you're going to order more from them.
Because it is expensive.
Yeah, so there's a reason.
And if you're in the area, you can get it much cheaper.
Yeah, go to the restaurant. If you are in Alabama,
you can buy a pound of the stew for like $35.
Yeah.
If you go to the restaurant.
Yeah, if you are in Alabama, did they say they had one in Tennessee?
They've got, Tennessee Valley. They had a bunch. They had like a bunch of locations.
Yeah, so if you're in the area, just go to one of the restaurants, and it's going to be a lot cheaper. And
even if you had to drive an hour, it'd be cheaper.
Yeah, I think it would be well worth stopping in there because this is good.
It's good food.
Yeah, it really is. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to have pictures for you at the end, and thanks for watching.